Tonight I'm coming at you with another Transformers throwback, way back Beast Wars Transmetal 2 review. This is none other than the dragon form of Megatron. As you can see, he's not really a perfect Transmetal 2 dragon, but he sure is pretty with that vacuumized metal on that noggin. He has a head feature, play feature here, that if you open his mouth, he used to launch a missile out, and yeah, he's still open really wide. Anyway, the missile will come out of there and launch out. Those are in stasis as well. He had another one that's up here behind his spine or head area there. So, I mean, he has some visible head syndrome at this angle and whatnot. But let me get this guy into like one of those cool dragon poses without the poor man's flight stand of Ocular Max tape cassettes. Such a child of the 80s. Okay. So anyway, this is him standing in his dragon form coming up. Get this down here. Get this right here. And then undo this clip. Not sure it's going to pose the way I want it to pose, especially since I'm in the middle of the review. And that's why I don't tend to do this on camera, but I thought the flat pose did a better job and what this head's going to do with doing his dragon form here. I'll pose like that, pull his arms back as far as wings, and here we go. And adjust the camera. Sorry about that, guys. This is what they did for 1999 season 3, right before Beast Machines came out. I want to say maybe it was fall 98. Anyway, he had his head, it was on this rubbery kind of articulating kind of mechanism that I've never been a big fan of. Since we are in the era of third parties and went crazy, you can get a better version of this. I think it was Perfect Effects has Mega Dragoon, and then I think it's a Zeta Toys version of this that makes this look silly by leaps and bounds. This guy was only like $20 when he came out. He was an ultra class, just like the Beast of War's other big figures. And the thing that I liked about this guy was he had his spark like right there on his dragon chest there, and it has this Predacon symbol. I don't know if we can really even zoom in on it at all, but we'll try here. And yeah, so I mean, it was really pretty how they did the Predacon spark chamber there with his. And then this thing goes in a weird spot in his raw mode as we do a 180. I'm going to do a 180 with his dragon mode, kind of let you take a look at that. And this guy was with me when I found Optimal Optimus and Tigerhawk in the wild in Charleston. And it was really cool to have all three of these on that trip, that honeymoon there. Anyway, let's see. Yep. Tail's a little articulated. There's that. He had a play feature that you could lock it up in some sort of flight mode, as I kind of tried to do at the beginning of the video. This stuff is 21 years old. Yeah, 21 years old. 2019 to 99 is 20, and now we're in the year 2020, so 21 years old this guy is. And he has a alt mode function that is really dumb that I'm just going to skip altogether. He had like a race car kind of thing with his, yeah, it was just the silly, stupidest thing I've ever seen. They did a better version of Mega Dragoon. I'm not sure if the Zeta Toys version does it. I want to say for the Mega Dragoon, saw it at Chosen Prime I got it for my son actually for $179.99 plus tax and shipping. I think it was closer to $2, but I got it for my son for his 16th birthday, and he's totally beside himself that he gave me this one back to me, because he took it long enough, got it that new one in, and he had no more use for this guy. So the other things that Transmetal 2s did, they didn't ace it asymmetrical instead of symmetrical, and it kind of drive me up a wall. Like, the details are totally different on these arms, and even the chest. I mean, you got spark on one side and beat up stuff on the other. But anyway, let me get this guy into his robot mode. We'll finish off this review, because when you see it in robot mode, you'll see. I mean, it is what it is, and there's a really pretty paint on his belly there. But yeah, I'm gonna pause it and get into robot mode, and then hopefully this week sometime I'll be able to find my son's Mega Dragoon and show it off in a video review too, a quick video review. And give props to the Chosen Prime for getting that one out to me. And here is Transmetal 2 Dragon Megatron in his robot mode. I'm going to do a quick and careful 180 here, as I got some stuff to show you. This figure has been through the ringer over the years or whatnot. And right here where the pins are, this is on the back side of it. Everything with the plastic starting to break down and bust loose. There's his spark chamber, like I was telling you, and inside of his knees you can see the wheels for the rolling alt mode. That was a race car Dragon, but I didn't even try to attempt that. This left arm doesn't even really pose good for doing fire breath, but back in the day you could just do rawr and have that missile fire. Also, again, there was another missile in his head that would fire, and those mechanisms still work and whatnot. You can spread his wings out still in this mode, but his swooshing days are done. He never did have any upward head movement. The articulation's definitely tied and bogged down inside of the gimmicks of trying to get a Transmetal 2 and trying to get too much done inside of, you know, a toy. This is a good example of trying to get too much done. This makes this arm completely unusable for any cool poses. This one has no wrist swivel, but does have a peg hole to hold, I guess, a 5mm peg or something, and it has this dragon shielded chest on his right arm, so he had like a shield there that he could just whip up and. But anyway, I love the green in his eyes. This was close to as it could get to being a show record for 1999. The plastic, I don't know if you can see it at all. It has a very sparkly gleam to it as well, with it being Transmetal. And I want to say Inferno had the same kind of sprinkle stuff. When I find him, I'll review him. You'll see that sprinkle better on him. Maybe, I don't know. This guy's seen better days, and he's a little worse for wear right now, as this hip stuff is just barely hanging in there, hanging on. I mean, he pegs and locks into place okay, but in the pegging and locking in there, it just loses its articulation. He barely can move this arm around. This gimmick here has never been a big, favorite thing of mine. But anyway, just thought I'd share this one with you, let you know that the third-party versions that are out there are way better than this version. I'm going to try to find my son's Mega Dragoon to give you a better look at what this should have looked like. And anyway, I was just really, for its time, it had really pretty, color fade on the wings even and whatnot. And there's the asymmetrical thing, just enough to make somebody with OCD like me just a little bit crazy. Anyway, I'm obsessive compulsive about this guy, and if you find it, it's cool to have it. And they have a blue version of this called Cryotech. They also did the Perfect Effect did do a blue version of that. I'd love to get a hold of that blue dragon eventually, if I can find it for a cheap enough price. I just really hate swallowing big prices from third parties, but that's just the nature of the beast, inflation, and they do make better stuff than the original Hasbro stuff. Hopefully Hasbro will get on it and get a better version of Transmetal T-Rex done in a Transmetal 2 Dragon, as this guy is starting to come apart here at the waist and seams. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring that doorbell to get all the notifications for new stuff. Visit my vacation link in the description. And till all are one, have a nice night. Bye.